Okay, let's talk about comparative advantage, specialization, and gains from trade in the real world. So oftentimes business owners are faced with this decision. Should I do something myself, in-house, or should I outsource it? In order to answer that question, you need to fundamentally understand opportunity costs, comparative advantage, and gains from trade. So let me tell you a somewhat morphed but very true story that I experienced as a consultant out in the world working with business owners. So the story was that this particular business owner wanted to expand their market presence by investing in an SEO, so an optimization campaign, so that their website was more searchable. Okay, that seems like a very reasonable thing to do in order to maximize profit, right? You're trying to capture more of the potential consumers in the marketplace. And so when this person did this, they had a choice. They could either do this in-house themselves without any expertise, but could invest in the knowledge to execute the task, or they could outsource it through various platforms where you can sort of hire as a per hour basis someone who specializes in the optimization of marketing materials. And so in this case, what this individual did was they decided to create this internally. And so let's just say, for easy numbers, that this person could charge clients $100 an hour. And it took them 10 hours to do this task, okay? So 10 hours to do this task. That means that the opportunity cost of spending 10 hours to optimize their website was $1,000. They gave up 10 hours of client consulting in order to do this task. Now, let's assume, and these are pretty fair numbers, that you could actually hire someone on an hourly basis to optimize your website. And let's say that the going rate in that marketplace is $20 an hour. And because this person's an expert, they can do this much more quickly than you can. And so instead of spending 10 hours, they only required 3 hours. And so for the low price of $60, this business owner could have executed that task. And in this case, what this business owner was missing was an understanding of comparative advantage and gains from trade. This person had a comparative advantage at producing high-level information for clients, but not a comparative advantage at marketing. The marketing expert can, for a much lower cost, perform this task. So this is a great actualized example of how business owners sometimes miss the mark by not understanding and integrating comparative advantage. It's far superior to forego $60 than to forego $1,000 worth of your time. So in this case, it's a percentage of an hour that you would have billed your clients as opposed to 10 hours worth of client billing. And so in this case, it'd be far better to outsource and be able to produce more hours with clients as a result. So this is a great way to understand comparative advantage and gains from trade as you enter the real world and consider, should I do this on my own? Should I do my own business taxes? Should I do my own marketing? Or should I invest in someone who has a comparative advantage? Make sure you consider the opportunity cost of your time when you're making these choices in order to maximize your profit. Make sure that you spend your time where you have a comparative advantage.